welcome to my journey to another menu plan and grocery haul. Now you are seeing this on a completely different day. I always do mine on Wednesday, but as you know, Joan and I are doing another collab. This is a second to our pantry collab. We thought, well, it'd be cool. You saw our pantries, you see how we've stocked up. It would be cool to make a menu out of that pantry to show you what we can do with it. So the one or two stipulations, we can buy dairy and we can buy produce, because those are not things you can typically stock up on. Some things you can, but some things you can't. So if we need dairy or produce, those are fine. And then also my typical things that I always buy, my half and half, my almond milk, that's not counted in as part of the challenge anyway. And then if David needs anything, whatever he wants for his week, that's not part of the challenge. The challenge, Joan's probably has breakfast included in hers. Mine does not. Mine just has suppers. So, and you're also going to see some Halloween stuff. I'm starting to get it in because it's just a couple more weeks and it's going to be Halloween. What? 2 more weeks? Something like that. So, yeah, I got to start getting my stuff before it gets gone. All the specialty things like colored candy melts, when that stuff will get gone, you'll have to go out on the road and find it. Trust me, been there. So, what we're doing a menu based on our pantries. So let me go ahead and jump on in. Now, you know I don't put days to my meals because I used to all the time. And I always felt pinned in. And if I didn't do it, then I was, it really bothered me more than I thought it did. Until Susie mentioned, she just puts down what, meals, and then she picks what she wants that down. I'm like, oh my gosh, let me do it. Oh, I ain't never looked back. It's the way to go. Unless you know there's a special thing that you need to do for, like my Wednesday. My Wednesday is, I'm going to be with Jacob. I'm going to have him up here. He comes up here on Wednesdays, and I'm going to go get him this Wednesday and bring him up here, and the husband will come get him. But I need something easy after he leaves because I am tired. That little boy, he is active. He just turned 3 the end of August. So you know the energy the child has. He will run you ragged. It's a good ragged though. Let me tell you, being a Momo is the bomb. Anyway, so I thought this week I'm going to think smart. I'm going to plan something easy for Wednesday so I'm not so tired and then I don't feel like cooking. And ordering that pizza because it has happened more times than I like to admit. So I have some cracked chicken macaroni and cheese in the freezer. It was one of the make two meals out of one recipe. And so that's in the freezer. All I got to do is thaw it out and bake it. Some fried okra. That is already coated and everything in the freezer from the garden. All I got to do is fry it. And some beans. All I got to do is throw them in the crock pot. And guess what? If I get busy filming my groceries and forget to put them in the crock pot, I got plenty of canned beans that we can eat. So Wednesday, easy. Then I also put down baked ranch chicken. Was not meant to be this week. I had it on there, but it didn't happen. So baked ranch chicken, broccoli, baked potato, and then pork rind coated chicken. I had bought them pork rinds at Sam's, and Dave was like, we hadn't had that pork rind chicken in a long time. I'm like, we sure hadn't. We would eat it back when we were doing low carb, because ground pork rinds is a good coating to use when you're trying to watch your carbs instead of flour. So we're going to have that, some fried squash, and that is already ready in the freezer from the garden. And this is a new recipe called All Hallowed Taters. How could I not make something with that name? And then half a baked chicken. The chicken I have in the freezer for when I had bought the whole ones and cut them in half myself. Cheese and potato casserole. This goes in the freezer. The crock pot I guess I'm thinking about the hash browns are in the freezer. And then beans. Let me see if I tell you. I got everything. Everything I'm telling you, I have, except for there's like 3 produce items, I think maybe. And then steak sandwiches, steak and pepper sandwiches, which I have some leftover hamburger buns. I thought we'd use them instead of sub rolls. There's no sense to buy extra bread. And then for David to take to eat in the truck, I'll make him some rice to put it on. That'll be easier for him to eat than trying to eat a sandwich with the little pieces of meat and peppers and stuff falling off. And some beans. Do I have beans down here 3 times? Well, who cares? We like beans. And then either Saturday or Sunday, some honey barbecue chicken wings. And we had bought those at Sam's, so I have those in the freezer. And vegetable nest, those came from Trader Joe's, so they're in the freezer. And then pizza bowls. I was going to make that on the weekend, but David said, because I'm making a soup, tomato basil soup, as part of our collab, and he said, the soup I made this week, would I mind making it on the weekend because it's hard for him to eat soup in the truck. He said when he ate last week's soup, he spilled it everywhere. So anyway, pizza bowls will be something he can take and eat because it's no crust. You just eat it with a fork. And then the soup. And then I had 2 chaffles I want to try to make. Cinnamon roll chaffles and pumpkin chaffles. And those are for a collab that I'm working on. Making another how many ever chaffles I can make, for one video. I had made one before and it seemed to go over well, so I thought I would do some different chaffles. So that is, I didn't put anything down for prep just because I didn't. If I think of something between now and Saturday, then I'll prep it. Otherwise, I'm not worried about it. I'm just not. I still have sandwiches, stuff, to make. So I've been doing good. I have been doing good. So there you have it. The groceries this week are coming from Walmart's and from Food Line. So let's turn around and I'll show you what I needed to go with this menu, which would just be some produce. I don't even think I need dairy to go with it. I have everything, I think. Yeah. So that's cool. All right. Okay, well, let's turn around and look at the groceries. All right, here is my Walmart's. I don't have an open space in my kitchen. So we're over here on the couch. This is stuff we just needed. I needed to get some more of David's stevia for his tea. I like to have one, so when he runs out, we have one. And then we needed more Taco Bell sauce and Chick-fil-A sauce. And then the mozzarella cheese, that is for a collab. So that's not something I'm just stocking up on. That's for a collab. And then David's cheese. His right there, Deli Deluxe. And then, no, wait a minute. The cheese is not for a collab, it's for my chaffles. And then all this over here is Halloween party. So we got the Witch's Brew, the green Kit Kats. I'll just let you look. And you know what? I'm going to let you guess what I'm going to do with each one. So there you have it. That's what I got from Walmart's. So here is my Food Line. These are all things that we normally get. Almond milk and half and milk. And David wanted the sausage patties. He doesn't eat the links. And I chatted in and told her that we wanted bacon. That's what I put as my substitute, and she ignored it. And she refunded this, but we still got it. So maybe he'll eat them. I don't know. And eggs. And then he needed some yogurt and juice. He wanted cran grape, and they get the diet. That's what he likes. And bread and simply potatoes. That's the stuff we normally get, and David always gets every week. onions. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, that's something we normally get. These are because I realized looking at my inventory, I didn't have any pole beans. These are Italian cut green beans, but we call them pole beans. So that is a stock up item. This is what I'm getting for meals. Not necessarily the lettuce. That's if we want a salad. And it looks terrible. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to get my money back for that. But this is what I need for my 2 meals for my pantry menu. A green pepper and some mushrooms. And that's it. That's all I need for my pantry meal. So dairy and produce were the 2 concessions, and that's the only 2 things I needed. So I think I did really, really good. So that is it for my grocery hauls for my pantry menu. And you can see I got Halloween stuff we were out of that we stock up on, and typical every week things that we're going to get every week regardless of what we get. And then my 2 little items. So I think I did really good. All right. Thanks for watching. I was going to say, hope you're having a good hump day, but it's not that. You're seeing this on Friday. So hope you have a good weekend coming up, and I'll see you when I see you.